الحمد لله رب العالمين
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله
mu ni moo tax li suuf di yaatu yaatu yëpp nag fexe ba yaatal sa.
You should be kind-hearted, tolerant toward people. This is what makes you understanding and open mind. In fact, sometimes you can see somebody alone in a place and say that he is not at ease, or somebody in an area who says that he feels uncomfortable. He who feels unease, it's because he is not kind-hearted. That's why he would not be at ease even if he was given a big place to live alone. However, somebody who is kind-hearted can live everywhere he goes, and it is only reciting prayer sessions that can help him in this behavior. He should respect what the prayers prefers him to do. Sometimes, you can see some people who say that they have invoked that name of God or that litany, but in vain. I say that you have chosen the way you desire to invoke the God's name or the litany, but not how the latter prefers you to invoke it. The name of God or the litany facilitates you your spiritual response to get to the divine environment. That's where the confusion, because the divine environment is accessible, but the divine reality is inaccessible. That's why you should know the difference between divine environment and divine reality in Haqiqah. If not, you will make a mistake. Nobody can visit God without his consent, but everybody can connect with him if he likes. You should train your soul in the prayer you are reciting. And how to train your soul in reciting the prayer session? Let's take an example in Salatul Fatiha. Suppose you meet a master and ask him permission to recite Salatul Fatiha prayers in the blessing of Mawlaya Shaykh Tijani, and he grants you the permission, but do know that the litanies also ask you a favor. So the problem is that you understand it or you ignore it. The role of the Muqaddam is to give you the permission and tell you to accomplish the rest. So you begin to recite the prayer. If you don't respect what the litany asks you, perhaps you will have God's favor, but you will not have an opening. Because Salatul Fatiha asks you to be kind-hearted before pronouncing it. It asks you also to be tolerant toward Muslim, so respect its condition before pronouncing it. Salatul Fatiha asks you to prefer read more than others Zikr sessions. This brings a connection between the holy people and the world ghaib. Also, that is why God says in the Holy Quran, Allah bi zikrillah tamna'innal qulub. Because God knows that despite your problems, if you practice prayer session, you will feel something. He says if you feel nothing, it's because you don't recite it in a good way, or you don't respect what is asked you to do. It is very important. Most of the Muslims recite God's names or litanies a lot, because God says in the Holy Quran, "Waskurullah la'allakum tuflihun." They recite them much until they sometimes wonder if what they are reciting is correct or not, because they feel nothing. This means that the conditions before reciting a prayer are not respected. In fact, those conditions are: first, to be correct in your words, which means avoid talking nonsense and vulgar language. Secondly, love and respect everybody as you did it to yourself. And finally, visit holy people to have a holy soul. And we notice that all of these conditions are easy to get except a holy soul, because there are a few people who visit holy people nowadays. And if you don't visit the ladders, your soul won't never be holy. How do you know that your soul is not holy? It is when you deny all knowledge related to Haqiqah. You should know that all sciences related to the reason are learned from books, but the science related to Haqiqah is not from books. That's why only holy souls can accept it. However, if yours is not, you won't understand Haqiqah after several times of learning it.
الحمد لله رب العالمين